Hey guys, it's TheAlmightyMoses here. I've got something cool to show you. Just checking out my new webcam. Check this out. It's like the never-ending portal. Crazy is that? Trippy shit. Sorry, bad language. Yeah, so, anyway, let's talk about some Football Manager. And apologies already for the good slash amazing pitch quality. But anyway, yeah, let's get going. So, let's check out a great way to find some good youngsters for lower league. I've been doing this since I started off with Tunbridge Angels, the mighty. Now we are sitting in, well, I think we finished 6th in the Premier League this season. Just about sneaked the Euro Cup. What the hell am I on about? Europa League. Yeah, so yeah, we snuck that last year. Highest position's been 4th. So doing pretty well. Anyway, so started off in the Bet Square South, and since then we've been climbing the tables, and it's because of the youngsters that we've been bringing in. I say we, yeah, it's been me, but let's have a look. So to find the youngsters, go to transfers here, and I will click world, but if you're in the lower league, so if you're starting off in the championship, sorry, like the conference, Bet Square Premier sort of level, you want to click on Europe because the chances of you getting work permits for the other players is pretty low. And there'll be a few in there still that are a bit of a challenge, like Belarus and Hungary players, but it's worth trying a few out and see if you can get them. So if you click on World, that'll load up all the transfers, and then if you click all transfers at the top, and then click on Youth Departures, then you have a list of players that have been released by their clubs this season, this month. And if you scroll down, what you're looking for is usually foreign teams, because the British teams, or the British teams don't really release a good standard of youth player. There's a few, like for example Manchester United will be a couple of good players, but like this guy. But in general, you can't really find any good players there. So scroll down. Let's go to Schalke. The German teams have released a few players here. So if you hover over the eye next to the name, you can see their stats. Actually, this guy here is a good prospect. What you're looking for is players with good starting stats, and usually look for their age to be 18. Between 18 and 20. It's a good start. Try to avoid players with only good stats in free kicks, penalties, technique, because they usually don't deteriorate. Well, they deteriorate and they don't really become into like the world-class players that you're looking for. That's for Premier League teams. For lower league teams, what I suggest doing is just being ambitious. Really, just trying to get as many of these players to come as possible. Aim high, and if you can't get those, then go for the fewer. There's a few like lesser players, for example, this guy, pretty reasonable. For a Bet Square Premier team, it'd be awesome. Bit of pace. So yeah, what I do is I'll just right click these players and offer them a trial, and usually what I do is make it to the end of the pre-season and see how that goes. When you go out, it's really annoying because it resets to all transfers every time. So if you're going through trying to offer a lot of players, you have to keep changing back to youth departures. But yeah, so just offer loads of players trials. And actually, what I do is if they come to you on trial and they're not good enough, actually just keep them in the squad, because when you're in the lower leagues, it's really good if you go onto the fixtures. Well, good programming, Sports Interactive. Yeah. What I used to do, look back at my very first few seasons, And you can probably see already that I used to get basically as many friendlies as possible against good teams because you just get loads of money in from that. That's a great way of making money as well. A little second tip for you. Don't say I don't do anything for you. It's like all your Christmases at once. Anyway, so, oh great, another little error. Maybe it's my computer. Anyway, let's come up again. So, let's show you just a quick couple of examples of players that I've brought through that have been really good for me in the past few years. So, these two guys here, Huijsland and Minierinho. Pretty impressed I said that correctly. And actually they're good players. Like this guy here, still a backup player for my Premier League team actually. He's good enough and started off with me, so you can see, playing in the Blue Square Premier. 26 goals in his first season. So these players will be with you for years, and by the time they get to that high age, they'll be worth a few million. You just sign them on, and you pay nothing. I haven't bought any players. Well, I didn't buy any players for my first 6-7 seasons. Just because I didn't need to, because I had so many good youth players. So yeah, great way of making money as well. And let's have a little cheeky look at and it keeps the wage budget low as well. Finances, 42 million. Beautiful. Yeah, I've been the Almighty Moses. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.